Hello there, this is DBG and this is Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Racing Master. What did you say, DBT? Racing Master? The game that you kind of forgot about and abandoned for the last couple of months? Yeah, that one. So alright, indeed I have not paid too much attention to this game in a while, and today I will explain a little bit as to why that's the case, but I know that there has been some changes to the game and I want to check some of them, and maybe, just maybe, I might be able to get a new car over here. But before I get into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and also subscribe to the channel. Both of these things are free, it helps, so hey, why not? Do it for DBT. But alright, so the very first thing that you may notice if you have seen other content over here that I did before for the game, if you hadn't paid too much attention to it since, is that now our background over here has changed. We used to have like this other garage, or I don't know, it was like a fancy location. Now we got this kind of like a restaurant over here in the middle of a street. It looks pretty dope, not gonna lie. I do believe that this looks pretty interesting. So yeah, that is the first change, but obviously that is just a very superficial one. However, I do know that they straight up added an entire new class of cars, the off-road cars. So if I go over here to my garage, which I had to still look where was it, well, you can see there were the regular three type of cars, right? We got the standards, these ones, then we got the sports, and finally the extreme. But since whenever, they've also added the off-road, for which I only have one vehicle that they basically give to you in order for you to have access to these races. And I think I should do one. Said DBT as he finds out that he cannot do that. Yeah, no, I cannot do it. I can probably find a race to do with this, but you know what? Let's go to the open world. And you may or may not remember that I did make a video some time ago, I put the link in the top right if you want to watch that, on the open world type of thing in this game where you had access to this specific location, Alpen. Now there's also this one called Harbin, but no, the one that I want to check is this one, the Persian Gulf, because we'll get to see a little bit of the off-roading in this game. Now, I don't want to spend way too long over here doing this, but the reason why I wanted to get in this to show you the off-road section is because it's kind of interesting. The first time that I actually jumped into this, I was like, man, I suddenly feel like I'm playing Forza Horizon 5. Now, if you did watch that other video that I did, this might be a little loud, I'll have to fix those volumes in a second. But if you watch that other video that I did precisely on the open world type of thing of roaming around, you would have seen that it wasn't so much open world as it was just going into some roads. Now, the map was indeed expansive, but you could not get out of the road. Now, that is not the case anymore. Over here, you can actually just break out of the road and go into different places. And to be fair, you can see that this is a little bit of a trail because, well, this might be a route that you do in some off-road race and all of that. But I don't know, I think it's really interesting because if you've ever played Forza Horizon 5, you may be aware that there's a very good chunk of the map that it's in the desert. So suddenly I'm like, oh, open world and in the desert. It looks familiar. So yeah, I don't know, I really haven't explored a whole lot of the map myself over here to be able to like, oh yeah, let's go and check that place. But in general, there's a lot of like, if you see it, you can try to drive over there. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to get up toward that mountain all the way over there at the back. But still, it's kind of interesting, and at the end of the day, this particular thing that I'm doing right now with the open world, it's mostly to explore and maybe take some pictures and come here with a group and all of that. Yeah, I don't know. Not necessarily my thing, but I think it's kind of cool for you, or rather, it's kind of cool to show you, in case you hadn't seen this, how there's now this, whoa, a bit of a jump. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm playing Forza Horizon. Show you that now there is this entire section. Oh, look at that, I can actually go into the sea, or does it stop? I think it respawns me after a little bit. Oh yeah, there it is, it respawned me. But yeah, anyway, this is basically the new thing with the off-roading vehicles, and even this open world map. I suppose there's more to come at some other point, but yeah, I just wanted to show you a little bit of that. Now, I really hope that I'm not gonna get hit by copyright because of that song that was just playing. If it is, well, whatever. This video won't make me 1 cent, but it's fine. So that is one of the things that I wanted to show you. Now, something else is the fact that there are new cars in the expo. Now, to be fair, this expo has been running for quite a while now, so it's not exactly super new. But let me show you from the lowest car, in this case, the Toyota A something. Let's have a look at it. Wait, that's not the thing. Where's the animation? Isn't there an animation that I can watch over here somewhere? Well, I have no idea where the button is. I just spent a few minutes looking for it, and I can't seem to find it. I did find that you can get some information of the car over here in the car manual. They even let you hear the roomy noises. Check this out. I mean, that's kind of cool, isn't it? But yeah, I can't seem to find the little video clip that would play as the introduction of the car. It doesn't matter, but there's still the free trial of the car, so why don't we do just that and see how this thing drives. Now, you would really have to forgive my incredibly noobish gameplay. Any progress that I have made in how to play this game more successfully, all of that has been forgotten already. Because again, I haven't played this game properly in a long time now. But still, oh, look at those fancy effects. Okay, oh boy. Oh, that's right. I do remember I saw some settings somewhere to activate like more cartoonish effects, which I don't know. I kind of like it. It's a little bit out there, but hey, it's kind of nice with the anime speed lines and the borders of the screen as you're gaining speed. I don't mind it, to be honest, but hey, we'll see. But anyway, so yeah, don't expect any decent gameplay right now. It's just me trying to remember this game a little bit. And I did say that I would explain why. Oh God, oh Jesus, I haven't played this game in a while. And well, all right, the short version of it is, I don't know. Like legit, I don't dislike the game. You know that I was super excited about this game when it came out and everything, and I wanted to continue playing it and play it quite a bunch. But I think there's several factors that made me, you know, kind of like slowly but surely just start not forgetting about the game, because I would still open it and get my daily diamonds and stuff like that, until I eventually stopped even doing that, because I would just open the game, do my 3 races, collect my stuff, and be done with it. Like, I would never sit and play this game for half hour straight or 1 hour straight. And I can't really tell you why. And it's weird because I really like the gameplay of this game in general. I like this strange combination between some grip racing and some drift racing and all of that. It seems fun. I like the tracks. I like the sense of the speed. There's a lot that I like about the game, and yet, for some reason that I cannot explain, I just never got around playing it a whole lot more than, well, what I did. Now, we also have the Honda NSX 92. Wait, so we should be able to still find the same information that we just did, right? So we can hear the vroomy noises of this thing. I wish I could find a little introductory video, but whatever. It is what it is. How about we play a little bit with this? Now, if I were to guess, one of the reasons why I was a little bit put off from this game is because precisely on the making content on the game that it was a little bit difficult for me. Specifically in the sense that it is kind of weird that the version that I started playing over here, it's the Latin American version, which is pretty... Whoa, this feels good. Those anime speed lines at the borders of the screen are kind of... does give a little bit of a different sense to it. Forza could learn a couple of things from this game, just saying. Just that I really dislike the sense of speed in Forza Horizon, but whatever. Yeah, making content on this version of the game that it's so far behind, it was always a little bit weird. But on top of that, it's the fact that this would only, like, oh, look at this event that is going right now, would only be interesting to people that are playing the same version that I am. But you know that in this channel, my audience is from a lot of places from around the world, not specifically from Latin America. It's so much so that I don't really speak Spanish in these videos, for example, right? So it's a bit of a weird combination. Now, I do know that there's gonna be a North American version of the game coming out in May, I believe. And I even considered, should I switch to that version and start over there? But the problem with that is that I'm kind of in a similar situation where I'm gonna be playing an even, you know, more behind version of the game. And then again, only for a specific set of viewers, in this case from North America. But what about all of the players for Latin America, from other continents? You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's so segregated that I have to make content just for one particular region, and that's weird. All right, now we also have over here the Nissan Skyline GTR something. I'm sorry, I'm not into a lot of this stuff. Oh, is this from initial? Oh, okay. Okay, there you go. That is what it is, and it sounds like this. Hey, listen, that sounds good. So I don't know. Like I said, it's just kind of weird to try to make content on this specific game when it's just for a particular subset of players, and all of the other players are gonna be like, yeah, but I'm not playing that version, so I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's kind of complicated. And honestly, best case scenario would be for the game to eventually, you know, oh God, merge. Oh, no. Oh, that was that. Oh, I didn't hit the wall, but that was bad. I should have probably just drifted that entire part. Ideally, the game would just suddenly, you know, be the same version in all of the platforms, right? It reminds me a little bit of Asphalt Legends how when it became Asphalt Legends Unite, the fact that all of the versions got synchronized and now everybody's playing the same version no matter what region. Well, technically that game, I don't believe it's separated in regions, but in platforms or whatever, you know what I'm saying, right? Once everybody was on the same page, especially considering that the Switch was super far behind and things like that, yeah, there were some let's say growing pains into adjusting the game like that, but I think it paid off quite well. But unfortunately, like I said, in this game, I don't think that's gonna happen. Because from what I've even been told about, because I did express to some of the players in the past, like, hey, I just don't love the idea of how this looked like it was gonna be a lot more about grip racing, and instead it seems that it's all about drift racing. It seems to me that is the meta way of playing. And I was told that apparently in some other version of the game, I don't know which region, it was actually, it's more grip than drift. Apparently the reception for some regions was different, and it's like, no, we want it to be more drifty, and well, we have a version like this that it's super drifty, whilst I would much rather do a version that is more grippy. Does that make sense? If any of you guys that is watching this video have any knowledge on this, is that accurate, that some versions are different in the handling and all of that? Now, the car that I really wanted to check, of course, is this, the Bugatti 110. And, oh, look, oh, there's a button. This one does have the... Oh, so maybe not all of the cars have this animation. Is this, for example, just for the Bugatti and not for the other ones? Fancy animation. Very cool. I actually quite like the look of this car. So, hey, we got the animation. Yeah, look at that. There's a button over there, but there's no button in the other ones. Oh, so maybe now it's kind of limited. Not all of the cars have it. Well, let's play with it. Why not? All right, let's hope that I don't regret the choice that I made on the track, but I think this track should be all right. I don't know. By the way, obviously, I'm playing this with a free try with the maximum ECUs for the sake of driving the car at their best, I guess. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, that is kind of... Oh, God. Ah. Hold on, because I really... You kind of have to get the hang of how the cars drive, how each car drive. Actually, from the cars that I drove in this test, I think the first one was the most fun one. I don't know, I feel quite agile and quite fun, but hey. Oh, this is the big loopy that you're supposed to take at much higher speed, but I can never do properly because I always end up hitting the wall. Yep. Just like that, people. Just like, oh, God, oh, God. Ah! Oh, hold on, I'm keeping it. Ah, man. Yeah. Yeah, like I said at the start of this video, don't expect any decent gameplay over here. Because look, even when I was playing it a bit more actively, I was learning how to play it. Now, whatever I learned, I kind of forgot, so yeah. But look at this. I'm telling you, man, the sense of speed in this game is so good. I've complained, and I've talked about this topic in other racing games as well, the sense of speed being quite lacking in some of them. But man, this feels pretty good, despite the fact that I'm not even hitting 200 kilometers an hour. Meanwhile, I may play Asphalt 8s, for example, in cars that go 300 kilometers an hour, so I'm like, yeah, that feels slow, man, you know? It has a lot to do also with the tracks and whatnot, but okay, whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. There's been, like I said, it's been a bunch of different factors that have gotten me to this. Ah! I keep on hitting every goddamn turn. Am I supposed to grip with it? No, this doesn't grip, look at that. No, this doesn't... I don't think this is a grip one. Hold on, I'm trying to do some braking around the corners, but this thing barely turns. Now, check this out. I'm gonna brake quite a bit. Look, this doesn't turn. Holy smokes. Yeah, and I don't think this car is grip at all. I think you're just meant to be drifting around, but... Oh, God. I don't quite get it. Ah, man. That was absolutely hideous. Okay, you know what? Let me try a different track, because this was absolutely terrible. I would like to apologize to everybody because of this terrible gameplay that I shown you just now, but it's fine. It's a cool looking car. I didn't say that it performs good. I don't know, maybe it's a great car, but again, no, you know what? It does feel like it's super heavy with the handling. It doesn't want to steer. Am I correct to say that? I don't think that's... I don't think this car drives good. Let me know. I really don't know, all right? I am like a toddler in this game, so I have no idea. So I'm probably just talking some BS over here. So if you think, or if you know that this car is actually fantastic and all that, let me know in the comments, because I have no idea. But I tell you that right now it doesn't feel like super good. So I don't know what to make of it. Maybe I should drive another car just to have a point of comparison over here. Okay, I managed to do that very slow, but I got it. All right, no, never mind. I'm gonna hit it anyway. Yeah, I hit it anyway. Ah, Jesus Christ, EBT. But yeah, anyway, so I don't know, man. Also, you know what? Another thing, obviously, it's because of this entire monetization system where I'm actually not spending money in the game at the moment, and I haven't for quite a while. I am not like super inclined, or I'm not really gonna be getting any new cars anytime soon. Well, today I may. But in general, because I'm saving, or I was saving diamonds for whenever a new Lambo would come and things like that, well, there's no like I'm chasing any new car or whatnot, so I don't know. It's a weird loop that I, for some reason, didn't get too much into when it comes to playing this game. I cannot really explain why, but for some reason, I just was losing interest in the game. And yeah, eventually I was like, you know, I will do the daily task and that's that. And eventually, sadly, I even stopped doing that, so yeah. Now, here's the deal. I am currently in 65 out of 100 in order to get a legendary car. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna get this car, though it does have a decent chance for me to get it. Now, I don't know what I've been doing, that apparently I got a bunch of these free draws over here, 37 to be precise. And oh boy, this is gonna take a while. Hold on, how slow is this animation? I could just skip it like this. Continue. All right, oh man, why can I not do times 10? Oh man, that would save me so much time. All right. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I think I can disable an animation, right? So over here I saw something that said skip animation. So if I do it like this. Okay, that's better. All right, let's do it like that. Yeah. So the point is that I'll get a legendary car once I hit 100. However, there's still a possibility that randomly out of nowhere, I could just get a legendary car before I hit 100 and that will reset. So I'm doing this because there's a small possibility for me to get the 110 in this current, expo, whatever it's called, the gacha thing. So, you know, for the collection, even if it's not a very good car, I might as well do it. I'm interested. Now, there's, again, a possibility that I'm just going to get something else, a different legendary car, maybe even a repeated one, which would be the worst case scenario, but whatever. We'll see how it goes. But there's a couple of legendary cars in this game that I still do not... Ooh, is that a new car? Did I just get a new car? Is that a fancy car? Did I just get a fancy car? What is this? Oh my god. Oh my god, what is this? That's to open. Well, they are playing this, so I guess it just skips animation for cars that... A Lotus. I got a Lotus. Oh, it's the one with the wing. All right, looks good. Honestly, I would have preferred to get the... Hold on, I think I heard that this car is good. But whatever. No, it's not the one with the wing. What a tough. I thought it was the one with the wing. Okay, so I just got a legendary car. So that reset my counter. Yeah, it reset my counter, and that is that. So I still have 16 tickets, but I don't want to do it anymore. So I just wanted to get to my my legendary car over here. Ah, man, listen. It's not that I'm being ungrateful for getting a car. And at the end of the day, I got this for free because all of these tickets that I was used or whatever these are, I got them for free by doing absolutely, I have no clue what I was doing that I got them, but yeah. So let's have a look a little bit at the cars, because I'll tell you which I was hoping that I would get. From the cars that I do not have, I want to get this. Oh, I thought I was getting this one. This is the one that I thought I was getting, though now I realize that this is not legendary. But yeah, I don't own it, unfortunately. No, but this is the one that I actually want to get. Because I hear that this one is very much a grip car here in the game. It looks fantastic. It's a racing car, so of course I would like to get it. That's not what I got. It is what it is. Oh, well. Sucks to be me, I guess. I don't know. Oh, hello. Nice Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, there's some cars. Actually, come to think about it, I haven't really paid too much attention to the cars that are available. I know that these current expos are soon to end. So that means that there's going to be new cars. And, well, I'm going to still be waiting for whenever there's a new Lambo. Because I know that the Lambo Diablo will eventually come to the game. When? That's the part that I don't know. Now, something else that was added in the game that it's a really, really big deal is the map studio. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've never delved into it. This is basically for you to create your own maps. So that is a super amazing thing that they've done in adding this to the game. And I think this, I don't know, this is like a deal changer in my opinion when it comes to allowing people to have some crazy level of creativity. But all right, let me play together, custom room, play solo. Okay, let's play it solo. Oh, and I get to select my car. Yeah, sure, I'll go with a Lambo. So yeah, people are now able to create their own tracks. Now, obviously, the quality will vary. But this is so incredibly cool to me. The fact that they did this, yeah, that's crazy. Now, oh, and you get to compete against someone else's ghost. Yeah, because I was thinking it's not gonna have AI, so it's not like you're gonna race against AI. But hey, at least competing against a ghost, that's not too bad. That gives you something. But look at this, man. For being a user generated, now I don't know if this is like based on prefabs or how you build tracks over here. But I mean, come on, look at this. F. Oh God, I'm okay, sure, buddy. That's very normal. Listen. I hope I don't offend anybody here that loves playing Real Racing 3, RIP Real Racing 3. But if you were to tell me this is from Real Racing 3, I would be like, nah, this looks too good for being Real Racing 3. I'm sorry, alright, I'm sorry. I always thought that the maps in Real Racing 3 looked a little bit eh. But anyway, this looks actually, look, it may not be as crazy as it is for, you know, like the official maps in the game, but I think this looks pretty good nonetheless, right? Or what do you guys think? Also, I don't know. It would be interesting if you guys could suggest me some maps to try just for me to be bedazzled by the beauty of whatever it is that people have done with these maps. Because again, I don't know. Obviously, right now I just selected something that was in the front page for the sake of it. And well, you know, while this is obviously like an actual track and all of that, I do imagine that people must have created some absolutely ridiculous, unrealistic but fun to do stuff. So that is definitely something that would be quite interesting to have a look at. So also gives me 2 laps to see how I do with the lap time and all that. All right, let's pretend that didn't happen. No, that never happened. It's all good. But man, those anime speed lines are helping, I tell you. Oh, so after you're done with the race, it gives you more suggestions of what to play. Let's see what looks cool. Oh, there's even like a okay. All right, well, how about we try F1 Hungary Ring? Ooh, really? People recreating F1. Do you know what? That is actually pretty interesting to me. Not specifically because, oh, I'm so much into F1 races, though I do like them. But simply because, well, if Racing Master as the company could not bring a straight up ports of certain tracks, because, I don't know, license issues or whatever, well, you know, I guess the community can always do it themselves, huh? That is a bit of an interesting thought. Now, it does get me thinking of something that I heard at some point in the past. So this one doesn't seem to have a ghost, but anyway. Something I heard in the past that apparently, and I don't know if this is true, all right? So this might just be a lie. But I heard that the licensing issue for tracks has more to do with the name of the track rather than the layout. So like games can do the layout, but they cannot call it the actual name of the track. Like, I don't know, let's say the Nürburgring, right? They could add the Nürburgring, but instead just call it the teal non-heaven as a reference to the green hell or whatever, right? You get the idea. I don't know if this is true or not, but if it is, I think that's kind of hilarious that you can just a game can bring a track like that, just not name it the official name, and they will be gold. So I don't know. Let me know if you know about this, whether it's true or not, and if you've seen games doing this. But yeah, like I said, even if that is or not the case, the fact that people can just create their own versions of the of tracks, of famous tracks and all of that, I think that's pretty dope. And again, I do imagine that in that sense, not that I would think that Tencent is too worried about copyright issues in some sense, but still they could be like, no, we didn't add it. It was the community that did it. No, we don't have any control over what people are doing. We were not actually aware that people were doing this, so yeah, who knows? I don't know, whatever. Over here, I'm just with my conspiracy theories. But hey, look at that. That's pretty cool. Now, I wish that you could race against some AI to make it a bit more interesting. And also the fact that there's no music in these races. That's kind of strange. But well, there you have it. That is a little bit of Racing Master. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think I should make a bit more videos on this game from time to time, or you're okay with me just covering every few months? I don't know. I would like to get back into the game. Obviously, I didn't get into all of the events and all of that, because there's so many things that I just always get lost in all of this stuff. Like, there's a gajillion different semi-currencies and I don't know, so much stuff. It's quite overwhelming. But at the end of the day, I would still like to get back into the game, because at the end of the day, it's a gameplay loop that I do enjoy. But I don't know if you guys are interested in seeing some more of this, so I'll see what's the reception to this video. I try to make it a bit dynamic, of talking of different topics and still showing some races to see if you guys are into it. But yeah, let me know in the comments. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!